Well, this morning there's renewed pressure on President Akufo-Addo to take advantage of his last year in office to dismiss non-performing ministers and reduce the size of his government. The finance minister will be presenting the 2024 budget later this month in the midst of Ghana's worst economic crisis in a generation that has forced the country back to the IMF. Speaking on PM Express last night, economist and former board chairman of Unilever, Dr. Ishmael Yamson, says the president has a final opportunity to salvage his legacy.
Okay.
The numbers only created more cost for this country.
What about the value that they created?
If we have created value, we shouldn't be with IMF. Because we should have been able to pay our debts and pay the interest, build all the hospitals, even if not all of them, most of them, build the roads. There are so many things that were promised. How many of them have been delivered? So we have had all these people running all over around. And if they had created value, then we should not be in the mess we are in today. But we are in. And that's why I'm saying that is history now for me. Let's take a step back as a country and ask ourselves some very fundamental questions. I always say, if you are appointed as a CEO for a country that is bleeding money and be making losses for, let's say, 9-10 years, you ask yourself, what can I do to turn this business around? You look at all your cost profile, you look at your revenue profile, the things you can do better, the things you will stop doing, the things you do all those analysis before you then decide what to do. And you then say, I can build this business in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But our leaders come to office on promises. I will do this. There was one particular president, not to be mentioned. When he went first to Parliament, I counted 1,092 promises. And I called my secretary and I said, even if this one is going to deliver even one a day, how many of them can he deliver? But I shall. We counted them all. So you come into office with all these promises. Sometimes they haven't even taken the trouble to understand how much it's going to cost them to deliver those promises. But they put them out there. Then they go into office, they have to deliver by hook or crook, and they drive the country down. So for me, Evans, I don't believe that we still have digested why, first of all, what brought us to where we are today? Mm-hmm. What should we stop doing, right? And what should we start doing? Because if we don't just understand those things, we are going nowhere. We can get all the support from anybody, we will still waste the money.